Have you ever wondered how you would survive a zombie apocalypse? It's a question that tickles the imagination, isn't it? Zombies, creatures of horror and fascination, clawing their way into our daydreams and nightmares. But what about survival? Not just in the fictional world, but in reality. How would humanity respond? How would we protect our world from being overrun by the undead? Intriguing, isn't it? What if I told you the US military has a real-life zombie defense plan? Yes, you heard it right. The US military has a detailed plan in place, known as CONPLAN 8888. Now you may be wondering, why on earth would they need a plan for a zombie apocalypse? Well, sit tight, because this story is as intriguing as it is surprising. CONPLAN 8888, officially titled Counter-Zombie Dominance, was born out of a need for a creative, unclassified training scenario. You see, the military often uses fictional scenarios to train its personnel, but they needed one that was completely outside the box, something that would push their strategic thinking to new limits. And what could be more challenging than a full-blown zombie apocalypse? The architects of this plan wanted to create a training tool that didn't mirror real-world conflicts to avoid the risk of it being mistaken for a genuine operational plan. Yet they also wanted it to be engaging and fun, to stimulate the imagination of their trainees. And so they turned to the world of science fiction and drew inspiration from popular zombie lore. But here's the thing that might surprise you the most. CONPLAN 8888 is not a joke. It was designed to be a legitimate training tool, and its existence was confirmed in a Freedom of Information Act request back in 2014. This plan is not just a piece of fiction, it's a serious strategy for dealing with the unimaginable. So, next time you're watching a zombie movie, remember that the US military has a plan, just in case. Now let's delve into the specifics of this intriguing plan. CONPLAN 8888, the US military's real-life zombie defense plan, is as intriguing as it is thorough. It's not just about your garden variety undead. This plan covers an entire spectrum of zombies, from the pathogenic zombies, those who've been infected by a virus or bacteria, to radiation zombies, victims of some nuclear mishap. It even includes evil magic zombies, reanimated by occult forces, and space zombies, extraterrestrial entities that resemble zombies. You heard it right, folks. If it shuffles and it moans, the US military has a plan for it. Now, the response to a potential zombie apocalypse is structured in 3 stages: deterrence, containment, and eradication. The first stage, deterrence, is all about preventing the outbreak in the first place. This involves monitoring potential hotspots and conducting research into zombie pathogens. The idea is to nip any potential zombie apocalypse in the bud before it can spread. The second stage is containment. If an outbreak does occur, the priority is to stop its spread. This involves everything from setting up quarantines and safe zones to establishing security perimeters around infected areas. The aim is to isolate the outbreak and protect those who are uninfected. The final stage is eradication. If the outbreak can't be contained, then the objective shifts to eliminating the threat entirely. This means engaging in direct combat with the zombies, using every resource at the military's disposal to neutralize the threat. Throughout all these stages, the role of the public is vital. The plan places a heavy emphasis on educating the public about zombies and their potential dangers. It also stresses the importance of cooperation and communication between the military and civilian populations in the event of an outbreak. So the US military is prepared for everything from your regular Walking Dead zombies to World War Z fast movers. But what does this all mean for our future? That's the question on everyone's lips. The existence of CONPLAN 8888, a real-life zombie defense plan, certainly adds a new dimension to our understanding of preparedness. CONPLAN 8888, originally designed as a training tool, has broader implications than just preparing for a zombie apocalypse. It's a testament to the US military's commitment to prepare for any and all contingencies, no matter how unlikely or fantastical they might seem. It underscores the belief that it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Imagine the plan being used as a blueprint for other disaster scenarios. It could be adapted to respond to a variety of threats, from natural disasters to pandemics to biological warfare. The plan's focus on maintaining civil order, protecting infrastructures, and managing resources could be invaluable in any crisis situation. However, there's a flip side. The existence of such a plan could potentially cause public panic. People might question why the military is spending time and resources planning for a zombie apocalypse. Could it be that the threat is real? This anxiety could lead to unnecessary fear and unrest. That's why it's crucial to remember that CONPLAN 8888 is, at its heart, a training tool. It's a creative way to engage military personnel in contingency planning, getting them to think outside the box and consider all possible outcomes. It's not so much about the zombies, but about the process of planning and preparation. The ongoing need for preparedness is the key takeaway here. Whether it's a zombie apocalypse, a hurricane, or a pandemic, being prepared is half the battle. CONPLAN 8888 serves as a reminder that we need to be ready for anything that comes our way, however unlikely or outlandish it might be. While we hope to never face a zombie apocalypse, it's comforting to know there's a plan in place. And if nothing else, CONPLAN 8888 shows us that even in the face of the most improbable scenarios, our military stands ready to protect and serve. Let's recap what we've learned about this fascinating defense plan. CONPLAN 8888, also known as the Zombie Defense Plan, is something straight out of a science fiction movie, but it exists in reality. Crafted by the US military, its purpose is to prepare for a potential zombie apocalypse. Born out of a training exercise, this plan took on a life of its own, evolving into a comprehensive guide for survival. It dissects the nature of zombies, their behaviors, and potential threats. This includes strategies for containment, eradication, and ultimately, the restoration of social order. Looking ahead, the implications of CONPLAN 8888 are far-reaching. Not only does it prepare us for the unlikely event of a zombie outbreak, but it also serves as a blueprint for dealing with other unexpected crises. It underscores the importance of readiness, adaptability, and resilience in the face of the unknown. In the face of a zombie apocalypse, it seems the US military has us covered. Stay safe and stay prepared, because you never know when the undead might rise.